two things right up front. The Tinyhawk is durable, and with the right props, turtle mode works great. And Project Mockingbird settings makes this thing fly 100 times better. More speed, more precision, more fun. I sound like a commercial. But what I'm trying to say is this thing is nice. I'm going to show you how to get your turtle mode working properly and to get your Tinyhawk to fly like this. Hey y'all, let's talk about these turtle mode props first. So the Emax Tinyhawk has the turtle mode function, right? So if it lands like this, you can flip it over from your controller without having to go pick it up, okay? That's a feature that a lot of these micros are starting to be shipped out with. Problem is, the original stock props, these 3-bladed props, they do not generate enough thrust to actually flip the darn drone over. Now think about that for a second. So they ship this like this. That's what they think of us. You know what I'm saying? That's messed up. But anyway, so there is a fix, as there always is. We're always tweaking and modding and all this kind of stuff because stuff don't get shipped out like it's supposed to get shipped out. Anyway, I'm in a kind of a mood tonight. Anyway, so as you can see, I've got these 4-bladed props now. These are by Emax, and they're actually advertised as the turtle mode props. I got these out on Amazon, and they do work, and I'm going to show you that in a second. But the other thing about this is getting those props off. Man, now I was lucky. My first 3 came off pretty easy. But the last one, I felt like I was going to pop the darn motor off or bend up the frame, or I thought I was going to break my Tinyhawk. Now, I'll put a link in the description box. There's a pretty good video. There's a few videos out there that kind of give you tips on how to easily remove these. I think it's by Mute FPV. But I'm going to say this. Do it at your own risk. You could tear up your Tinyhawk trying to get the props off. No lie. So do that at your own risk. Okay. All right. That's enough about this. Let me show you that it actually does work. Okay. So as you can see, the Tinyhawk is flipped over. I'm going to engage my turtle mode.
We don't need roads.
And as you can see, it does work. It definitely generates enough thrust. All right, now let's talk about improving flight performance with Project Mockingbird. Okay, now some of you may have seen my video on the ESC QX65 where I applied Project Mockingbird settings to that little micro, and it drastically improved the flight performance. We're going to do the same thing with the Emax Tinyhawk. Now, when I first got the Tinyhawk and I was flying around the house, I'm like, okay, yeah, I could probably increase the rates or whatever, do some tweaking, but it flies fine. I took it outside though, after flying the Mobula 7, and afterwards it just felt really sluggish. I increased the rates, that improved the flight performance a little bit, but it needs some help. Now I will say, for beginners, it's not bad. Out of the box, it's not bad. You change your rates and that will help. But again, after flying this little sucker, I had to do something with this Tinyhawk. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna walk through how to apply the Project Mockingbird settings. It should be really simple, just a matter of copying some CLI settings into Betaflight and saving it. So it should be as easy as that. Then I'm going to take you out. I'm going to show you a before and after. So I'm going to show you some footage before applying the Project Mockingbird settings and after, and I'll let you guys make up your own mind if it's better or not. All right, let's get over here into beta flight and then we'll get outside. Okay, now I'm going to put the link in the description box. It's just a Google Docs. I got this from the Project Mockingbird YouTube channel. They have a video on their channel and they have this link in that video. So you can go there if you want, but I am going to put it in the description box as well. Now, this is a really thorough document that explains all of the settings. You can go through this, read through it. I actually recommend doing it. I haven't done it yet, but I do plan on it just to learn something. It's actually pretty awesome that they did this full explanation. So you could go through the document and make all of the changes and updates this way, or you can do what we're gonna do today, which is scroll all the way down to the bottom and copy and paste the settings. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, now before you do that, I recommend that you come into beta flight and do a dump. Okay, do a dump, save this to a text file or a Word document or however you want to save it. So you're gonna save from here all the way down, copy and paste that into a Word document or a text file, so that if you mess something up or if you want to go back to your original settings, you can just copy and paste them back in. We're going to copy and paste in the Project Mockingbird settings. So let's go ahead and do that. Now this is going to reset everything that you've already done. I believe you'll even have to rebind once you've done this. So let's copy. We are going to paste. Oh. Okay, so once you copy and paste that in, there's looks like there's even a command in there for it to save it. So let's go back. Let's go back to CLI. Let's do a dump real quick and see something. Yep, we've got rate profiles now. I don't think I set up any rate profiles, so I know that is, yep, Juicy Hawk. Okay, so, whoops, can't type. So we know that those settings have been saved. Okay, so I checked everything out and everything is pretty much all set to go. Even my controller is still working. So everything is mapped properly. So everything's ready to go. We've got RSSI coming through. And I should add a little deadband there because it is moving a little bit. Let's see. Looks like that stopped it. Okay, and then my modes are ready to go too. I think I do need to tweak this a little bit. This is okay. Angle mode. They got angle mode last. I usually put that first, but okay, they don't have turtle mode enabled, so let's do that. Aux 4, I believe, is what it was. Bring it down here. Okay, save it, and then I'll change my OSD and get out of here. All right, let's check out the footage. Okay, so this is the flight with all stock settings and stock props. I hadn't even changed my rates at this point. I'm just filling it out here, and it does feel a bit sluggish to me. Doesn't feel as precise as I would like. I am able to remedy this by increasing the rates, which I do in a few moments. Sorry for all of that glitching. The picture in my goggles was perfect, but this must be a bad channel for the DVR or something. That's the most speed I could generate right there with the stock settings. Now here I am adjusting the rates, and it will fly a lot better afterwards. Right away, it's flying much better, and I feel like I'm more in control. Flips and rolls are snappier, just like I like it. And I can get through this tree with no trouble now. And I'm able to get more speed. All right, now it's time to let this bird out of the cage. Immediately I could tell the difference in how it flies. Super snappy, tight flips and rolls, and faster. Just see for yourself. What do you think? Sorry again for all the glitching. Now, it definitely doesn't have the same kind of power as the Mobula 7, but it has enough. You can really cruise with this thing. If you're new to FPV and you need the Tinyhawk to be more docile, then leave it with the stock settings. But when you're ready, you better upgrade this little baby. Well, I'm gonna get out of here, but I'll leave you with the rest of the footage. Thanks for watching. Be good to somebody and be good to yourself. I'll see you in the next one. Later, y'all.